it starts with that number, White Wolf Pyre session 20. Time for the recap.
Yeah, it's been a while, but
you got picked up by the children of the sector.
Yep.
Their ship and brought back to the planet of Ermac, correct?
Yes, that sounds right. Maybe.
Right. Yeah, back to Ermac, and
let's see. They took us into their headquarters. It felt like, and they were trying to interrogate us. Yeah, and then I had told them that he had been drugged, so they were going to take him down for a drug screening. And when the officer left the room, Anime gave him a bunch of cocaine and made him snort it.
Yep.
So they went and did the drug screening, and they're like, well, there's nothing in your system except the obvious. And I was like, what do you mean except the obvious? And they're like, well, the cocaine you took 5 minutes ago.
It was in his coffee. Everyone knows about Ide's cocaine addiction.
That he just got.
Recently addicted.
And May's #1 new customer.
Hey, damn right. I don't have Corvold anymore. He's busy making bank.
I went back upstairs after my drug screening, and they wanted to take Corvold down.
Yeah, and they were keen. The person was keenly. They shot him up, and this person was keenly interested in his Gladius, and Corvold is he's willing to, he of course he enjoys when other people are interested in Gladius, and he's happy to kind of wave it around and show it, but he wanted to take it, which was not all right.
No.
So there was a little bit of a tense encounter, which ended with him having his compatriot try to get a reading of the Gladius, and then his device malfunctioned and broke. And so Corvold walked out and used his newfound teleporting powers for level 3 and teleported directly back to the room and said, "Okay, I'm gonna leave, and let's leave and not deal with these clowns." And May stayed behind, and Ide and Corvold left. We decided to go meet up with Anne May at the bagel shop.
You guys went to
we went to get
what was his name? The pie guy.
Miles?
Mel.
Pie, yeah, that's
Mel.
Pie, not bagels.
Right. You went to Mel's pie shop, and it was damaged, but he was open. And then you went to Hangar 18. That's where you're going to meet Anne May.
It looked like somebody already broke. Like, we were going to go in and we're going to meet Anne May there. It looked like somebody already broke it in. Corvold happened to roll really high and see that it looked like somebody kind of hacked the keypad already to get in. We found a couple dead bodies, and then we decided to get out of there. And at that point, a couple cars were coming up.
The problem was the dead bodies when staying dead.
Yeah, the bodies.
Oh, yeah.
You found, I believe it was 5 or 6 dead bodies in there, and as you were headed out, they kind of cocked their head and look at you, and Anne May showed up in a taxi with Duncan, I believe, who was with her.
Yep.
And as you did that, 2 ICAAOS crafts were at either end of the alley, blocking your exit.
Yeah. Kind of weird of him to do that.
So he gets to roll initiative.
Yes. It's a D8 if I recall.
Yep.
Okay. It's,
4.
so 37 according to the character sheet.
7.
Initiative's easy roll for me. I don't have any bonuses. Just get to roll and tell him what to roll.
It's an initiative.
All right, and May, you're first.
Okay. So I don't know about the undead, correct? Because they haven't told me.
Correct.
Okay. But I do see two ICAA fucks in front of me and behind me.
Yeah, they had their hovercrafts have pulled in front of you. They have the distinct brown, red, and white markings of. Oh no, that'd be children. Did I say ICAAOS? I think no,
Are they
they're
children
children.
of the sector?
Yeah, they're children of the sector. I got that wrong. So they're brown, red, and white stripes going down their hovercrafts. They are children of the sector. Yeah.
Okay. And I know that would take too long for us to power up the ship before we can get it out into orbit. Before they could get on board. Yeah, how far in front of us are they?
Yeah. So 100 meters in front of you is the one vehicle, and behind you is 50.
Okay. And how much of the street are they blocking, and then are there buildings on either side?
Yeah, there's buildings on either side. It's kind of narrow,
Okay.
and they're pretty much blocking the whole. You could fly over them, of course.
Yes. Because we're in a hover cab, correct?
Right. This thing can move sideways and slantways and X and Y ways.
But that's not going to save my crew. We're in a F-350. So, in that case, I'm going to accelerate towards the one in front, lift off the ground slightly, and then turn off the anti-grav and slam right down on top of the one in front, slamming its nose into the ground, and hopefully crushing the crew compartment.
Okay. So give me a pilot roll.
Okay.
This is where we're going with this campaign.
Well, they're blocking the street. I don't know, but they're undead and they're being dicks. They deserve this. I'm so happy I have the extra dice from this. 15 total.
Yeah, you fly up and then use this maneuver and like slam right into the very top of it, and you can hear the crunching of the metal.
I think we got their attention.
Yeah, I think so. Corvald. So you're inside the warehouse and you hear some kind of commotion outside, and then you see these bodies start to stand up. And they start looking around, and they've just got blast holes and stuff in them. You suddenly reminds you of an episode of Space Survivorman on Jukarata when not Jukarata, but Lucamy, when they had to escape the zombies.
Oh, well, does Corvald remember what Space Survivorman did to escape? Did they run? Did he construct like some sort of elaborate scheme to?
You tell me. You
Some
watched
group-
the episode. I missed that one.
Oh, I see.
Well, it was definitely a Rube Goldberg machine of some sort.
Yes.
But I'm pretty before he set off the Rube Goldberg machine, or maybe it was a part of it. He definitely beheaded them with a inferior gladius. Well, luckily, Corvald has a good one,
Okay.
a superior gladius. So he's going to attempt to try to chop off the head of one of the zombies.
All right, go for it.
Stabby, stab, stab. That is an 8.
You swing and just miss.
Corvald remembers that's what happened was to Survivorman, and he takes a step back to assess the situation.
Now you do have special abilities with the Gladius. With your
That's
Glazurite,
right.
all right, yeah, you can re-roll. You have 3 charges a day, so you can re-roll, and you get a +2 to this attack.
That is right. You know what? I am gonna re-roll that
Okay.
because, hey, that's a little better. That's a 13.
That's hit. Roll damage.
That is 6 damage.
You cut this thing's head right off. You go to swing, you kind of like you swing and you stop for a second and it just and
And the head just rolls down.
Mm-hmm.
And yes. Survivorman would be proud.
And the body's just still standing, just kind of like
Corval will take he'll teleport 10 feet or 10 meters back.
all right.
That'll be his turn.
All right. Okay, so the zombies seem to make their way, get up and start moving very slowly towards the group, towards you guys. They will be in range to attack next round. The headless body, let's see here. Actually, let me roll 12. Easier. Turns and start walking in the opposite direction away from you.
It's afraid.
All you can hear, Anne May, is you like the crackling of the noise, and then you hear something about Ide. There are 5 zombies wandering towards you, and a head rolling on the ground, and a 6th one is wandering away.
Oh, awesome.
And as you look in this warehouse, it looks vaguely familiar, like your favorite show that you watched on TV before.
Oh. Now I'm gonna have to try and remember if there was anything inside Warehouse 13 that might be good at dealing with zombies.
Abraham Lincoln Zombie Slayer, I think it was there.
Abe Lincoln's axe. The cherry feller. I don't remember if there's anything zombie related involved in that show at all.
Maybe there should have been.
That's going to make Ide a bit nervous about shooting his gun, so he's going to turn his telekinetic weapon into a sword. He's afraid if he starts busting containment vessels in here, it could cause a little bit of a problem.
All right.
I'll make an attack.
All right, go for it.
I don't even know what all the bonuses are, but that's at least an 18.
Yeah, it's a hit. Roll damage.
All right. That's going to be 12 damage.
Yeah, you lop off its head. It rolls onto the ground, and its body is still standing up. Look, it's kind of.
If there are any like shelves in here, Ide's going to take off running toward a shelf in the general direction of the door so he can check it out.
Okay. Back to the top of the lineup, Anne May.
What's the other car doing? The one that was the opposite side of the alley.
It's a little bit off the ground. Well, it was off the ground, but it's moved a little bit more and turned, but it's like facing you, looking right at you.
Okay. And whereabouts was that voice coming from that I heard speaking?
It sounded like it was coming from inside the car that you just crashed into.
Where approximately from the driver's seat would it be?
Well, like
Oh,
it's below you, so
okay. Would I be able to guess which seat of that car would be in?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to aim my mag rifle at the floor of our car, at the driver's seat between my legs, and just guess where the target is and fire. I'm probably going to have disadvantage for it or something. But...
Okay, give me an attack roll.
Okay. That is dirty 20.
All right.
13 instead.
All right, roll damage.
Okay. 13.
Okay. You blast through the bottom of this of the taxi, and as Duncan is like, what the hell's going on? And the driver, who's not driving anymore, but he's still in the taxi. He's like, what have you done? And then you can hear like a robotic voice said,
You have incurred additional charges. You have incurred additional charges.
Was that the taxi saying it, or?
yes, like the onboard computer.
Oh, shut up. And that will end my turn.
All right. Torvald, there are 4 zombies with heads.
Do they look like they are like are they next to each other? Are they in four like different areas, or
No,
where
they're
are they
all
at?
crowding around and trying to get to you.
Okay. So is Corval, so are they like coming in? Are they like all bunched up together right now?
Yeah.
All right. Well then Corval's gonna to enact his second favorite show or movie, Machete, and try to cut off all their heads at once.
Okay.
But only really getting one. Wow, that was great. That was a 19
All right. Well,
for 5 damage.
yeah, you lop off another one's head. It rolls on the ground, and its body is just kind of wandering around. Give me a D20 roll.
11.
Okay.
And that's gonna be his turn.
Okay. So there's 3 headless zombies just kind of like wandering around, and 3 that are not wandering. Okay, so one will attack Corval. A natural 1. I don't think that is going to do anything. As you see, it's open its mouth and its jaw kind of like drops really low, and its tongue comes out and tries to like lay one on you. And as it does that, its jaw just falls right off and lands on the ground. 19, I think that's a hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
Give me a physical save.
Hey, it made it. That's a 19.
Good. Does a 13 hit you, Ide?
13 does not.
Okay. So these zombies come up, and one grabs onto Corval and opens its mouth and plants it on him, and his tongue comes out. And then Corval, you remember from your the Space Survivorman show that these zombies inject parasites into their victims, and that's what it's attempting to do.
Ah, it's a parasitic zombie. Don't let it touch you. Without consent. It'll shoot little goblins into your blood. Yes. What Spess Sprout said anyway.
Anne May, give me a physical save.
Physical save. I have hustle points for this exact reason. Yes, I do, in fact. That is a 14 out of 12.
Okay.
Much better
So-
than the 2 I rolled at first.
Blue light flashes from that other vehicle and hits yours, and like an electrical charge shoots right through the vehicle. And for a second, you almost sort of like, grip the handles of the seat, but you resist. Duncan, see how Duncan does. Duncan's like frozen
believe
in
you.
place. He like grabs onto like the bar up here and just goes, and he is like stuck to it. Same with the driver, who's not the driver.
Does the grav car still seem to be turned on? Or did it power down from there?
You still have like power, but there's some kind of electrical energy shooting through your vehicle.
Oh, fun.
All right, you're up. There are 3 zombies. 1 is on you, and 3 have no heads.
I was going to continue trying to get to that shelf. He remembers on Warehouse 13, he's probably looking for something along the lines of like the Torch of Thanatos or Marie Laveau's crucifix. That's what's animating all these corpses. He's got to find it and neutralize it.
So which one do you find?
I don't know if opportunity attacks are a thing in this game, but he'll take the
No.
chance and like run off from this zombie and just try
No,
to get
no,
to
no.
the shelf.
Okay, yeah, you tell me which one of those things you find.
I don't know. Let's roll for it here. There's a list of like 4 things that might cause this on this page. 2 is Torch of Thanatos would be the second zombie causing thing on the list. That's something with living water that tries to drown you if you touch the water. That's not quite the same.
Okay, so you pull off the shelf some kind of torch.
Yeah, this is probably it, Corvald. I think this is the Torch of Thanatos. It's carried by the messenger of death, and it can reanimate undead things and like bring back bodies to torment the living. We got to destroy it, and I'll throw it down on the ground and start like stomping on it.
Okay,
Karma
give me a mental save.
Oh, not the hand grenade eyed. It's a
that
German
is-
potato masher.
That is a pass at a 19.
So for a second, you grab it and you kind of look at it, and you're like, "So much power I could have." Oh well, and you just throw it under the ground. And you start stomping on it.
I don't have any of the purple neutralizing goo from the show, so I got to try something a little bit more practical.
You need some other pepper neutralizing goo. Quickly, piss on it.
I need some of that purple power cleaner. That's what we need.
All right, Anne May, you're up.
Oh dear. You said the grav taxi still has power, correct?
Yeah, it still has power, but it's like surging. There's some kind of electrical charge going through it.
Okay. And the other grav car that's shooting at us is behind us,
Mhm.
correct?
Yeah.
Approximately 120 meters, you said?
So it'd be 150 since you ran into the other.
150. Shit, I don't even have a choice in the matter here. Yeah, reach down, deal with the surge, and put the car in reverse, and then floor it.
Give me a pilot roll.
Not much of a choice in the matter here. I mean, I can't get out because the door has the surge going through it and everything. Okay, that is 5. 3 is 8 plus 12.
Okay. You take 1 damage, as you're messing with the controls, and you kind of get a little bit of a zap, and you wheel back, and they cut that. You realize it's kind of tethered, so they cut this electrical charge, and then move quickly out of the way, and you go flying right underneath it.
Oh, fun. Well, first things first, slam on the brakes and hope for the best. Well, that's all I can do.
Yeah, Duncan kind of drops his hand down. He's like, "The hell was that?" And he's like shaking his arm, and the other guy's just like curled up in a ball on the floor.
You have incurred an additional charge.
The bastards have probably got my crew trapped inside, holding them hostage, and now they're trying to capture me.
Open the doors.
Where's the unlock button? Do I need to turn off the child safety lock from the back?
Yeah. Duncan just
perfect.
jumps out, and he starts running over to where their hover vehicle is.
Oh my.
It looks like he's creating a distraction.
Or he's the turncoat.
Goddamn comet, sons of bitches.
The former driver just kind of peeks out over the. He's like, "I hope you don't expect me to do that."
No, it's okay, sweetie. I know
You
you're
haven't
not a
incurred
communist.
an additional charge. Corval,
How many zombies are left? There's
3.
2 of them, right? 3.
3. Yeah, 3 with heads.
He's gonna continue chopping heads off as an 11.
Ooh, missed it by 1. You do have 2 more charges.
You know what? Yeah, I'll use another charge. Why not? You don't miss what you never had, right?
Right.
16.
That's a hit.
So that's a hit. For 1 damage. Is the gladius just like produced it was like a love kiss across the neck.
Yeah. It is
It's
just
like,
enough.
oh, I'll see you later, sweetie.
It just kind of cuts some of his face.
Yeah, it almost looks like the zombie just cut himself shaving at this point. That'll be Corval's turn.
Okay, so there's 2 on Corval, a 4, and a 7. So you've
Both of
distracted
those
them.
miss.
Yeah, you've distracted them enough as they got their mouths open with these tongues coming out trying to grab onto you. That's another 7. So they are failing to do that. And you can see the heads on the ground, and the eyes are kind of like milky white, but the tongues are coming out as the tongues are on the floor, like pushing the heads like closer to you guys. You're up.
I'm gonna attempt to stab this torch of Thanatos that I found over here, which may or may not even be the actual thing. That's gonna be 14 plus a bunch of numbers.
Okay, so what are you stabbing it with?
I turned my telekinetic weapon into like a, what's it called? The one-handed advanced melee weapons. Medium advanced, I think it's called.
Yep.
Okay. Roll damage.
6 damage.
So you put some decent cracks in this thing. It's got some weird like blue flame that's coming out of it. It almost looks like it's smoking. You've like punched it with a big, you stabbed it and put a big crack in it. I think one more good hit like that will break it.
while I've got the sword in it and it's trying to like spark up with blue flame, can I try to hit it with Rose's normal fire and see what that does?
Yeah, of course you can.
That's 2 more Rose fire damage. I don't know if that's going to do anything.
Yeah, that you can see it burns some of the outside of it. It actually begins to almost looks like whatever this thing is made of, the fire itself, that when you hit it, almost like bubbles, like it's starting to like melt it.
I think I'm getting through to it, Corvald. Hang in there, buddy. Just a little more.
He finally sees things from your point of view.
So Ann May, you're up. You see Duncan run over. He jumps onto their hovercraft and climbs up. He grabs and he's got a meta tool in his hand. And he's he jabs it into the windshield.
Is he okay otherwise?
Yeah, he seems to be okay.
And that's the hovercraft that's still working, correct?
Yeah, the other one looks, the whole front end and like is all crunched.
Mm-hmm. How high up is the other hovercraft? Because it jumped above us. Did it stay above us or did it come back down after?
Yeah, it kind of came back down because Duncan ran over and jumped and like grabbed onto it. So it wasn't that high off the ground.
Mm-hmm. And Duncan adds like 600 pounds to the thing, so it kind of pulls it down a bit more.
Yeah, not that much.
Well, 548.
Okay.
But with my knowledge of cars, what do I see underneath the hovercraft? Any of the vital components that allow it to continue flying?
So what is your intent, to hit it to like
to hit it to destroy its ability to hover, so it just kind of hits the ground and stays there?
Yeah, you would know whatever you would need to hit to do that.
Okay. I lean back low in my seat, pull my right leg up, and just start kicking until the front windshield's kind of shattered enough.
Okay.
And I fire through that crack into the hovercraft.
Okay.
I need to roll for that. Well, I could settle for an 11, or I could just go ahead and make it auto hit, which is probably more important right now. So it's just going to automatically hit that damnable thing there.
Okay. So you shoot and it punch a hole like in the side of it where you know that controls the the hovering portion of the vehicle.
Yes.
And it just collapses right to the ground. You just see it go. Give Duncan a roll here.
I'm just going to
So-
glance down at the,
So
in this very awkward position, glance down at the driver and say, you're probably going to want to add these charges to the children of the sector.
So as you shoot it and it kind of does that, Duncan falls back and rolls off the vehicle and manages to roll under it as it lands on him. So he's
Oh, dear.
he's like half and half. You can see like half his body's underneath the vehicle and his other half. That's what happens when you roll a natural one.
Oh no.
You have disabled the vehicle, but Duncan's now underneath it.
This is why I don't like working with amateurs. I think that's all I can do on my turn, correct, Peter?
Yep.
Yep.
Give me a D6 roll.
Oh no. 3.
Okay. You also notice that Duncan had a robotic arm, and you see that is the arm that did not get trapped.
Pull yourself out, Duncan! Pull yourself out! Is this like some type of Terminator thing where I'm just seeing this robotic arm crawling its way out of the car?
You see Duncan reach up and grab the front of the car and pick it up off himself.
Corval,
What did I do to the one of the zombies around me? It was like tried to burn it, or
No, there's like a torch that's got like a blue flame on it that he grabbed off a shelf and threw it on the ground, and he stabbed it, and then he hit it with the fire.
oh, okay.
He's
And
convinced that this is what's animating the zombie.
Okay.
If we destroy this, they'll just fall over dead in his mind.
Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. That makes sense. All right. I for some reason thought that he was like trying to shower the zombies with fire. And like he's like, don't worry, where's Corvold? I got this. So Corvold will continue his modus operandi.
All right.
And I don't want to have to re-roll this every time. So 11 is gonna miss.
Yeah, it's off by 1.
That guy needs to go in jail.
It's a computer die. Can't jail it as easily.
Cyber crimes.
Yeah.
Cortex support.
That was my problem when we first started.
So Corvold's going to teleport. Are there boxes? So there's like boxes around.
Yeah, it's a
He's gonna
warehouse,
try to
yeah.
see. He's gonna teleport on top of some boxes to get away from them,
All
so
right.
that they won't have the quite the ability to at least get to him so easily.
Yeah. Yeah, the two of them with their big tongues out. They just vanish, and they're just kind of looking around, like looking for you. So one of them begins to wander over in your kind of general direction. The other one sees, Ide is right there. So the first one, the 18. Give me a physical save.
Yeah, that one's gonna hit. That is a fail.
So this one latches onto you. It opens its mouth, and this big tongue comes out and goes right onto your face. And then the next one comes over with a 5 and misses. And then the ones on the ground who are just heads, and their tongues are coming out, like pulling them across the ground. They're like, if you fall to the ground, that they might attack you. But so you have that.
No, they're coming to lick your feet. They have a foot fetish. Run.
All right, Ide, you're up.
Oh, you gross bastard. I hope breaking this torch sends you back to where you came from. And he rears back the sword and stabs it again into the thing. I need to know the modifiers for that because that's only an 11 on the die. Does a 15 hit the torch?
Yeah, it's right there, even with your negative, because this thing is like attached to you. So yeah, you hit it.
Okay. So it's gonna be a D8 plus 1. I'm gonna do the fire again. So 6. 8 total damage.
All right. The torch explodes with like this blue fire, and there's a big blue flash in the room. Give me a D20 roll.
Oh dear. Natural 1.
You do have a hustle point.
I think this is a roll on a table, so it's probably not worth hustle pointing a roll on a table.
How much HP do you have?
I'm fine.
So this flash goes across the entire room. This blue flame flash. Corvold, give me a physical save.
Hey, that's a nat 20.
Okay. So you see all the corpses get like all of a sudden you see their stomachs start to distend, like get bigger, and the heads that are rolling on the ground, they start to bulge out like there's some kind of internal pressure. And the ones attached to you, the one that's on you, Ide, its stomach is just like it's filling with some sort of gas.
Oh dear. I'd like to try to take off running.
Mega Zombie has gone from suck to blow.
I'll give you an exert roll. You get a penalty D6.
So I only roll 1d6 then?
No, you'd roll your
Roll
two
it
D.
and then
You
roll
roll
the penalty
3d6
against it.
and take the two lowest numbers.
Oh, okay. Plus my exert, which I think I have some. I do. I have a 1 in exert. So total of 8.
Okay, yeah, you managed to move this guy along though. Yeah, he's not very heavy, but he is still stuck to you. As his stomach is getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
If there's any like boxes nearby, I'll try to run and get like a box at least partially between me and him. As I'm dragging him.
And May.
Oh dear. Yes, so my future sugar daddy is being crushed by a grav car. Not ideal. Yeah.
If only it could still fly.
Yeah. I didn't think he was gonna roll underneath it after being on top of the hood. I'm on top of the hood hitting it low. Let me just roll down here. His arm got caught and he got pulled under. That's what happened.
He was a little confused, grav car and his future sugar baby and
Yeah, I know. His trophy wife.
yeah. I'm tired of being on top. I want to be on the bottom. Oh God.
That's not what I meant. He'll learn though. He's young. Seeing this horrendous turn of events. Yeah, that's kind of a problem, isn't it? Well, our grav car still flies, thankfully. At least I think. Look down at the hole of
yeah.
the wall, see if
Yeah, it's got a
anything
hole
else
in it.
is.
It's been shot with some electrical charge, yeah, but it's still moving.
Good. Christ. Did this thing have a trailer hitch on the back?
A trailer hitch?
I don't think that Grav Taxi has a trailer hitch on the back.
No, I don't think. Yeah.
There's an
Oh, wait,
F-350 outside the
F-350's
warehouse.
here. I'm going to go ahead and call over my comms to F-350 and say, F-350, transform and pull that grav car off him.
So yeah, F-350 hauls over and it looks like you require maintenance. And he
Oh no.
starts to he like drops the huge hook from the chain in the back, and it like punctures the top of their grav car as he goes to like move it out of the way.
How far is the grav car from us now? There's
It's well, he ran. It's like it's not very far away because Duncan ran over there. So like it's like 20 meters away.
okay. Do I still have my movement and an action, or does calling F-350 count as the action?
No, yeah, you no, that's you got your movement and action. You just have to do something.
Okay. I'm going to pull the car while rolling down the window at the same time to right next to the driver's side of the grav car and just look inside and see who's still in there. How many people do I see?
On their car, or the one that got damaged?
The one that is currently being pulled up by F-350.
Oh, there's two guys in there.
Both in the front seat?
Yeah.
Do they appear to be conscious?
Yes.
Okay, good. With the window open, I'm going to raise the mag rifle and call out, "Stay the fuck away from my crew," and just fire. Right across at both of them.
Okay.
No one fucks with my crew. Only I fuck with my crew. It's as simple as that. 9 plus 7 is that's 16, right? That's math.
Yep.
9 and 7, 16. Okay.
All right, roll damage.
Ooh, that is 16 points of damage, 7 and 3, and all the others.
Yeah, you blast a hole in the side, and you see them do this, raise up their arms as they see the mag rifle, and they're just they're doing something. They're panicking in there. You can see there's smoke inside the cab.
Good. Let them
Uh,
die slowly. Don't kill them. Let them burn. Let them burn. As far as I know, my crew is trapped by the children of the sector. Every children of the sector person now is as good as dead in Anme's eyes.
Corval, you're up. You also remember on the great Space Survivorman show that these zombies, there were zombies that he dealt with that were full of some sort of gas that exploded.
Does I look like he's about to be? He looks like he's about to be victim to this exploding gas.
Yeah, because one is stuck to him. The rest of them are all, the ones that have heads are really getting big, but the ones that don't have heads, you can see them a little bit getting full, and even the heads that are on the ground moving, like, are bulging at different spots on them.
How far away from me is Ide?
10 meters, 30 feet away.
I'm going to teleport to Ide
Mm-hmm.
and attempt. So the zombie's stuck on him, as in like sticky stuck on him,
As
or
in, like,
like-
he's about to get its a parasite this next round.
Yeah, I'm going to try to separate them.
Okay.
So I guess if I try to like cut between,
Mhm.
I'm wondering, does it look like it's gonna trigger the zombie to explode?
Yeah, not that you can
stuff,
recall.
Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna try to cut it off.
Okay.
Do your
Yes.
best divorce attorney impersonation.
So yeah, I do see Corval teleport right next to and raise his gladius.
He's gonna kind of pull his head back just a little bit. Like, do it.
Close your eyes. It's a 14
That's a hit.
for 3 damage.
Yep. You cut off the side of its whole face, and it just kind of collapses to the ground, and you see its stomach getting bigger.
We need to go. That thing has parasites. You don't want those on you or in you.
It's not lupus.
And that'll be Corval's turn.
Oh, there's 2 left. So one comes after Corval with a 6 and misses. Another one after. Give me another physical save, I.
That time I passed.
Okay, so attempts. You are. You're familiar with its ways. You are wise in the ways of the zombie, and you avoid it. Does an 18 hit, Anme?
I think so. Yes, it does.
Okay, and you have a vac suit on. What's your vac suit rating?
DR3 at the moment.
Okay, so it takes all the damage as they begin firing through the smoke and the damage of their vehicle at you. One shot completely is absorbed into the taxi. The other one hits you, but it is absorbed by your vac suit.
What's the DR of it now?
It's same. It didn't pay.
Oh.
It absorbed all of it.
Oh wow.
It's got to go past it.
Yeah. Okay, well, Anime is now there's a bit of pee that has come out. That should have gone much worse. Just looks like fuck.
Ide, you're up.
I'm gonna try to grab Corvald and drag him away from these zombies that are right around us.
And where are you headed?
Like I said, if there's any crates around that we can put between us and them, I'll try to drag us in that direction.
Yeah, there are. It's full of crates and boxes.
Is that going to be like a exert roll or something to try to move Corvald? I don't know how that works in this game.
Corvald, if he grabs you to move, are you going to follow him?
No, or I mean, he's not going to resist.
Oh,
Yeah, he'll follow. You will follow.
Careful with the robes.
They're first edition.
Everyone's be covered in zombie.
Corvald, come with me, wink.
Let's get out of here.
Actually, that's a good point. About how far would we be from the door at this point?
You're right at the door. You could be outside if you want.
Oh yeah, I'll drag Corvald outside.
Okay, you head
the sight you see.
You head outside. You look to your right. You can see a smashed Children of the Sector vehicle.
I think Anne's here.
And you look to your left. You can see F-350 has pulled up one of the Children of the Sector vehicles, and Duncan is laying on the ground. Looks like he's in pain, and some sort of like taxi or something is right up against it, against the other vehicle, and you can see them with their laser rifles like shooting at each other. Not point blank, but damn close.
There she is. That's got to be Anne May.
You have incurred additional charges.
Sounds like the computer's starting to glitch.
Yes. Anne May, you're up.
Okay, well, this would be an awful time to end my pacifist run, but I don't think I have much of a choice in the matter. Shad grenades. Oh well. Well, I'm in a firefight with these people, and they are running my pacifist run, so I'm just going to shoot them. That is Jesus Christ. 15 to hit.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Okay. 19 points of mag rifle damage to whichever one's sitting in the driver's seat.
Yeah, you blast him again. This guy again. He's trying to shoot you, and he misses, and you hit him again. You can see the vehicle's full of like smoke. It's got a huge like crane punctured through the front of it as F-350 is pulling it. Corvald, you're up.
And Anime is pinned down under fire.
No, it doesn't look like that. It looks like her vehicle. She's in some kind of taxi vehicle in the driver's seat with her mag rifle pointed out the windshield that she kicked out, and she's firing into another vehicle.
She's got one leg up on the dash she's using to stabilize the rifle and as partial cover. She's got one foot on the brake, all twisted her body, just firing down into that.
Corvald would continue to drag Ide, or it will not continue. Like he would take the reins here and also pull Ide to move us closer into, ideally into the car.
Into F-350.
Into F-350. And May, let's get out of here.
What? Oh, but our ship.
There are zombies in there.
What are you talking about?
No, I killed the thing that was animating them. They gotta go back to dormant soon.
Ide, where did you get that pet? You're not allowed to have any pets on the ship. You know that. Throw it out. Throw it away.
No.
Well, we had to make a break for the ship through the zombies. Even though they are currently in a state of rapid decomposition, or we drive away.
Well, we're about to have the children of the sector right up our asses, and that's less than ideal at this exact moment.
So zombies are children of the sector.
Let's drive the truck
Whatever
through the
homeless
zombies.
people you think. Listen, it's probably just a homeless guy in there. Don't worry about it. We'll deal with him.
No, they're zombies, but we'll make our way. And
Help me deal with murdering these two people first.
sure.
Thank
And
you.
he's like, move aside. I'm a pilot now. I can drive this. I just got my license.
No, they have a hostage underneath.
Of F-350? I thought it was underneath a different car.
It's under the grav car, but F-350 is holding the grav car up with
Yeah,
the
Duncan is just
Oh.
laying on the ground.
God damn it.
That's exactly what I thought when he ran running there, and I couldn't just ram them.
Corvald will like take Ide a little bit to the K or to the F-350 and then teleport to Duncan and try to get him up.
You can do a heel roll if you want.
Heal. I am not good at that, but I will try.
A wisdom heel roll.
8.
Pretty good. So he's got some bad injuries, but he will probably survive with some medical care.
You're going to die, but I can save you.
Make sure I'm in his will before he dies.
Make peace with your maker before it's too late, Duncan.
Oh, I just have one request. Let me wear that
As-
robe.
Well, that's how ghosts are born, they say.
You just hear from Corvold when he mentions the robe. There can only be one.
And he'll take him up and begin moving him towards the car. Towards
Okay.
that 350. And that's Corval's turn.
So one of the guys in the vehicle attempts to shoot you, Anne May, and then he fires and completely misses. He actually hits the inside of his own vehicle
Oh no.
and activates some kind of like fire suppression system. And there's like this foam that starts getting sprayed in it. And it's like they can't see anything. It's like filling up with foam.
Oh dear.
That's what a natural one will get you.
Wouldn't have happened under an Ide presidency.
Give me a D4 roll.
4. Don't
Okay.
forget the D4s.
You figure you can hear in the distance emergency signals, and you figure that in roughly 4 rounds, there will be a shitload of vehicles here.
Yes. Not ideal. All right then. And we know our ship is in this hangar, correct?
Right.
Yeah, we saw it.
And how big is the hangar door? About to get freight in here and things, correct?
Yeah, you didn't see a hangar door.
No hangar door. But there's a doorway into the hangar, right?
Yeah, there's a regular door for people to go through.
Did you see another way into that building, you two?
I didn't.
We just went through his door.
Yeah, but that's not big enough
was
for
before-
F-350.
It was before the zombies attacked.
I bet
Yeah.
Duncan knows how to get the ship in and out.
We could just drive around.
That's probably what we're going to have to do.
You have incurred an additional charge.
Oh, shut up.
So I guess we're gonna drive around the building then to find an alternative entrance.
Yeah.
Like a hangar,
Okay.
a hangar door.
What's Aunt May
If
gonna
you
do?
get if you got back to the vehicle, I can fix Duncan.
Yeah, I was gonna get out of this vehicle and run to the other as fast as I could.
Okay.
The cab driver will be fine. He's not involved in this. He was my hostage, if anyone asks.
I said if they know you at all, they'll just assume he was your hostage.
Probably, yes.
So you go through the front windshield and climb out, and then get into F-350. And
Yep.
I'm assuming he detaches the hook from the children of the sector vehicle. It's been damaged.
Well, like this, he knows exactly what I want.
And then you start to head out, and you see the cab driver, taxi driver, like in the rear view, holding this long sheet of paper, like waving it at you.
Don't care, because he's about to be murdered by the children of the sector if he's not careful.
All right, so you go around. Duncan tells you to go. You guys fly up, and on the roof is basically the roof opens up, and that's how they get the ship out.
Mhm.
So there's a roof access, and the whole thing just kind of opens up, and the ship is right there.
Drive us in, Corvald.
Yeah. And he'll drive him in.
Okay, so you land, and then when you land, you can see that the boxes and everything has been like blasted apart, and you can see like body parts scattered everywhere and pieces and parts. Like there was like some explosions that happened in here.
Damn homeless people going ahead and setting fire with whippets.
We got out of here just in time, Corvald.
You see, this is why I'm against the homeless. Jukarata has the right idea. Keep them on their side of the wall.
All right. So you guys get in your vehicle and go to fire it up.
Oh, yeah. And
Alright.
May quickly runs to the truck driver's seat or whatever we have with the bulk freighter.
Yeah, you guys fly out of there as the children of the sector, as more vehicles show up, and there's nothing they can do against this ship leaving. And you guys blast off and leave the space of Ermac. And just as you're, have broken through the atmosphere into the void of space, looking ahead of you, you see this large creature that seems to materialize. Very similar to the same creature as the Tentacle of Seville, but it's probably like 5 or 6 times bigger.
Mm-hmm. Tempted to go towards it, but I have other things I have to worry about right now. But I am tempted. Okay, the children of the sector control what areas of the sector that we know of?
I mean, they have influence everywhere in the sector, but some systems more or less than others. What's your plan?
To get the fuck out of Dodge. Yeah. Looking here. Let's look here. I'm going through my nav computer. Therian might work. Therian might be a good planet to hide out. They love psionics like you two. That'll be good.
I as a player, I'm struggling to remember. What's the Tentacle of Seville?
That was my first character I made in the Stars Without Number, who was an actress who starred in the first ever pornographic film involving a tentacle-based monster, and it was called The Tentacle of Seville.
Oh, I thought that was Aunt May.
Oh no, that's her favorite movie. Not.
I got those two mixed up.
Well, she's not an elf. Easy thing to confuse, though. She is cute. Yes, I'm going to set a course for the drove system and try to get around the giant tentacle creature.
we go to space combat.
Oh dear. What were we armed with on this jalopy? Ah, the plasma beam. Okay, you two to your stations.
You want me to go to the cargo hold? I mean,
Tempting, but no.
we did just get here. I do need to inspect it and make sure everything's where it goes.
I'll be the pilot. I'm getting pretty good at this.
Oh, okay. Good luck then.
You should probably run the gun.
Will not be a bad idea.
I mean, I've got a pilot at 0. Corval's just being cocky
Yeah,
because he's.
I've got a pilot of 2, but shooting in space combat's a little more important at the moment. Okay, then I go into engineering and increase power to engines.
Oh, yeah.
Corvold, you go ahead and get us in firing range with a good targeting solution. And you just see Anne May suddenly, she's on the programming computer trying to get a good firing solution on the target. She's also got one hand on the gun lever trying to aim it and trying to command the whole damn ship as well.
Maybe we can get Duncan. You seem fine. It's time to repay your debt. We have work to do.
So, okay, yeah, so I have to do my duty for both captain and comms. So we can get CP points enough that I can actually shoot the damn thing. So I'm going to do my duty for both captaining and communications, which is yeah, it's just 1 command point each because that's all I can do.
What page is
117. You would have bridge actions because you're the pilot.
Yeah.
And I would have engineering actions.
Okay, who's got gunnery?
I have gunnery as well.
It's our anime of all trades.
I have been forced into this role, or I am terrible at all but one. Not
Yeah, so
ideal.
do your duty doesn't require a roll, does it?
Correct. I'm trying to get a firing solution from the gunnery station via the comm system, triangulating the creature by bouncing the location off of other satellites like a GPS signal. And
Okay.
as a captain, I'm just ordering people around like the stuck-up bitch that Anne May is.
Okay.
Where was the space combat? I'm trying to find it here.
117.
Right.
117. Okay.
And the bridge. What's Corval doing?
Corvold. See, we got two, right? So
Yep. You can go above and beyond if you want to build up more CP. You can go do your duty for free CP, or you can do something for using up R2 CP.
So I thought we were going to build it up so that Anne May could fire.
Okay, so above and beyond, or do your duty.
So, but you already went, or Anne May already went.
I went in the captain and comms area. I didn't go in the gunnery section yet.
Okay. So he's going. Corvald's going to do his duty as a pilot.
Okay.
Okay.
That's CP. And the greatest engineer who ever lived.
I'm going to attempt to go above and beyond and balance the power levels between the engines and the weapons so that we can hurry up and get into a firing position and blast this guy. Is that a D20 roll?
No.
2d6.
2d6. Okay. It's been so long I couldn't remember.
You pick an attribute and a skill check and explain how you're using it. What attribute and skill are you using?
I'll use wisdom, and for a skill,
Use your psionic skill to move the power things around.
would administer work since I'm kind of controlling like where the power's flowing?
Okay.
Ugh. That's still not going to be good enough. I got a 7, and it looks like a 9 is what's required.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so we have 2 CP to play with.
Yuck.
Seeing the tentacle of Seville and shooting it because she feels she has to, not because she really wants to, she is going to fire the plasma gun at it. So that is a D20 to hit plus modifiers. So 18 plus 7 is 25.
Five. Yep.
And the plasma beam is 3d6 with AP 10. So 3 6s plus my modifier. So that is 8, 9, 10, 11, and 4. So 15 points of plasma beam fire.
You blast it, a huge light beam comes out, strikes it. You can see that it goes right through it into the void of space, and it's got a huge hole in it as it reaches its tentacles out.
Oh dear.
What's the AC of this ship?
The AC of the bulk freighter, the super heavy combat ship that we are in, is 11.
That would be a hit.
Oh
You
dear.
can either take 6 damage or a crisis.
Probably better to take the damage in this situation. We do have 40 hit points to play with.
Another attack. That's a miss. And the third attack is a hit with 13 damage.
Suddenly there's a very dangerous crisis that has to be dealt with.
Dustin, give me a D10 roll.
5.
Oh no.
It lashes out and hits the ship. The first tentacle hits it. You can feel the impact. The second misses, and then the third one hits it and knocks everybody around inside. And you see that there is some sort of report of damage near the spike drive, as in there's some sort of fuel leak.
There's a fuel leak by the spike drive.
Oh, yeah. That's not a big deal. Not a big deal. We'll take care of that.
All right, back to the top of the round.
I'd see what you can do about the fuel leak. Deal with the crisis is 0 CP and explain what you're doing, and then roll a difficulty 10 plus or minus 2 depending on the situation and effectiveness of your action.
Okay.
Okay, we're counting on you.
Yeah,
That might be a mistake, but we're counting on you.
I'm going to take off back there to where the fuel leak's at and attempt to get some kind of sealant and spray over the pipes that are leaking, if I can find something like that nearby.
you grab some kind of sealant gun and go ahead and give me a roll. You got fix?
Yeah, I do have a fix on this character.
Okay.
Ugh. Let's see. Plus the fix makes it. Oh, no plus on the fix. And is that a +2 or a -2 on the
It's just a straight roll.
straight roll? That's an 8.
You still have the fuel leak, but you start spraying this purple sealant everywhere, like covering the entire area. Okay.
Yeah, I'll radio back up to the bridge. I got some sealant on it. We're just gonna have to wait for it to solidify, I think.
That is certainly less than ideal. Corval, get us around again. We need to get another shot on it. That's probably our best bet.
You got it. And Corval is going to. What can he do from the bridge? I want to go above and beyond. I think what he's going to do is so he's having trouble just he's still like is as confident as he was about his piloting skills. He's still like a little green. And so what he's going to do is he realizes that there are lots of knobs and levers and doohickeys and dongles that he's just doesn't have like within reach. So but he knows kind of generally what they do. So what he's going to do is he's going to start teleporting around. The teleporting around the cat, you know, kind of the different control
Yep. In the
control
bridge, on the
chairs
bridge.
and like on the bridge and like kind of going into like not like overdrive, but like tweaking all and making all the right adjustments so that we can make graceful maneuvers. So I'm going to use a teleportation skill check, and that's a 12.
Nice.
If Anne May is on the bridge, she would see Corvald all of a sudden like sitting in different chairs as he's like moving things around and like controlling the ship that way.
No, don't leave this. No. Oh,
So how many
What?
points do you have in teleport?
I have 2.
Okay, so you get 3, so +1, so you get 3 command points for that. You do your duty for the first 2.
yes, for
right.
captain and comms.
All right, so you got 5 command points.
Don't forget your engineering duties.
Oh, he was dealing with the crisis.
Yeah.
In that case, so that goes working on engineering as well. 'Cause this is a 10 crew ship. She's going to do the duty for engineering, and I think that's 3 shots we have with the plasma beam. So she is then going to fire at the giant tentacle creature that is looking very angry at them all. First shot. 18 plus 7, 25 again. Okay, I'll take that. And that is for 3d6. And 4 is 15 points of damage for the first shot. Natural 20 for the next roll. So that is, how are we doing 20s in this one? It's
Was it 3d6 is 18, right?
yes. And then again.
And then roll your damage.
Okay, and that's 15 plus 4 is 19, and 18 is 37
All right.
points of damage. And then the third shot, because she doesn't care if it's dead or not, that is a 16 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. And that is for 16 and 4 is 20 points of damage. And May firing at this thing is just more of her having an absolute look of terror, just squeezing the trigger again and again until it runs dry.
Yeah, you blast it and you hit all these holes, and the holes start to rip open and get bigger and bigger till it's like a huge hole in the middle of it, and pieces of it start breaking away and it just drifting off. But beyond that, it almost looks like a distortion of space as the ship is kind of like moving towards it and seems to get sucked in to where the void of this creature was. And all of a sudden, you are now flying in amongst this huge city. The buildings are everywhere. There's all these flying machines. It looks a bit familiar, like you've seen this city before. And you're just all of a sudden you're flying in this city.
Up, Corvold, up!
Yes. Does it seem like it's familiar to all of us? Does it seem like the city that was like in that partial vision quest?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks like the same one.
This place is real, or at least I'm still sleeping.
Orbit
This
as
is
quickly as
terrible.
possible. Orbit, orbit!
Brrr.
I no longer have to use the bathroom.
Give me a piloting roll.
I believe in you, Corvold.
All right. Can he do it? Maybe he can. As a 5.
Are you out of hustle points?
Yeah, actually, I have not used a hustle point, so
Alright.
I will. That's a good point. I will use that. 7, slightly better.
So you're headed right towards this really tall building, and it just seems to reflect the ship, like, and there's all these different smaller flying things just kind of flying past you, and you come up and you pull up like this, and the ship goes straight up as you're like you're flying straight up, and then as you turn, you clip the top of it of this building. And when you clip the top of it, there's this this noise, and you guys pick up, like, in the sensors or whatever. I'm assuming you have like a rear camera that shows you what the rear. You see the ass end of the ship clip it, and the building like you popped like a balloon, and all this liquid just starts spraying out of this building. And you hear a voice. It sounds like a kid. It sounds like Dane. He says, "Father, no!" And then as you're going up, you see that image, and then all of a sudden you're in the void of space, just kind of flying, and there's nothing around you.
Alright, how's that leak coming along?
Hyde basically has all that purple stuff like filled the room, and it's stopped. He's got like 3 empty cans.
It's canned asbestos.
It's pink great stuff. I got it under control, Captain.
Okay. We have to get out of here. Corvald, how's our fuel situation look for the spike drive?
How does it look?
Yeah, you'd be able to spike jump.
We can jump.
Okay.
Well, we should probably stop for Doritos soon. I'm getting hungry.
Good idea. Drops.
Also, maybe borax.
Yes. Shit, there's nowhere to refuel there. I'm trying to find the fuel station in one of these places. We'll go to the string system. Yeah, we can make it on one jump. And there's the silk station, we can refuel at.
Good, I'm hungry. And I don't know what the hell we just saw for the second time, but I feel like I need something to tide me over.
Good idea. Let me show you how to do a exact spike jump real fast.
No, please.
And I'll sit in the pilot seat and do the quick navigation and launch us there.
Corval just assumed that you were gonna sit on his lap.
Oh,
So he wasn't getting up.
okay. I'll
Like
sit on his lap.
let me show you how this works.
Let me show you how this works. Now sit on Corvold's lap. Yes, I'm going to start punching in the spike drive, and do I reckon we have the 10 minutes needed to get an accurate spike jump here?
Yeah, you guys can take your time. There's nothing out here.
Okay, good. And then punch in the numbers and step on the gas.
Okay, you spike and head enter the metadimensional space. 3, 2, 1. Everything kind of fades out, all sorts of colors, and you are there. You are in the string system. There is an asteroid belt out here.
Let's get to the refueling station.
Agreed. I need more fuel.
I
Hope
think
it's
we ought
not
to
ran
do
by the
great.
children of the sector. You kind of shot a bunch of them.
It'll take them time to get word out.
So
How much time do you think that is?
About 15 minutes.
And we better hurry.
Agreed.
you guys head to Silk Station. There's a few ships docked there. You pick up whatever supplies.
This is like a truck stop where I can get a new pair of pants, right?
Yeah, you get
Okay,
everything.
great.
Duncan is in pretty bad shape. But you've stabilized him. He says that he advises that you go to the Prime system and where Mechanus used to be, the planet of Mechanus that was destroyed, like hang out there for a while because they're not very likely to come find you there.
Where is the Prime system?
Probably have to make 2 jumps to get there. It's right near Smack, in between Smack and Clutter.
Smack and oh, there it is. Okay. Yes, that's 2 jumps.
He says it's probably best to, considering what's happened, to hang out there for some time. He says he'll hang out here at Silk Station and make his way back and maybe have some jobs for you in the near term.
Do you have any contacts on Prime we can speak with?
No, there's not much out there, but I know some people on Astra and the Clutter system. They just stay there, and I'll be able to get you guys some work. Because I know you mentioned you wanted to do some work with your bulk freighter.
Yes. That'd be most appreciated.
Okay.
Thank you, Duncan, and be safe.
Yeah, you do the same.
If they try and connect anything to you, just tell them I kidnapped you. I appear to be wanted anyway.
Oh, here, Duncan, before you take off, and I'm going to walk over and put my hand on him and use Psychic Sucker and heal him a little bit.
Okay.
That's how much does that heal at my level? Okay, +1. So he gets 6 hit points back.
All right.
Hey.
And a 1 level of system strain.
Yeah, so he heads in there and gets some change, some Silk Station coins, so he can go use the shower and the facilities, get some new
And the slot
clothes to wear.
machines.
And
Okay,
you
you
guys
two.
are just hanging out. He tells you to spike to the Prime system and hang out in the Mechanus asteroid field for a while.
Okay, we can hit the shoal system and refuel there, and then get to the Prime system from there.
We can't make 2 jumps without running out of gas in this clunker.
That's how borax works.
Can't we put some extra in our big empty cargo bay?
Not according to rules as written. I'm not sure how Peter's ruling it though.
No.
There's quite a distance to go to get to the shoal system.
Yeah, we can make that jump because we have a level 3 spike drive. What's the verdict, Peter? Can we go ahead and put extra borax in the cargo hold? Or does it require the special holding tank?
Yeah, there's special holding tank, and you're only allowed to have so much of it because over a certain amount it becomes very volatile.
Okay. Yeah, we have to refuel every time we jump. We can make it to the shoal, then we'll use most of it on the trip to Prime, but after Prime we can refuel in Clutter or Smack. Again, everyone have what you need?
I'm ready. I've got my fuel. And he starts shoving a handful of Cosmic Cool Doritos into his mouth.
Fantastic. Okay, I'll fly us to the 2 systems and I'll let you take over at Prime. Corvold?
Sounds good. I will watch your every move.
Excellent. And as you watch, you notice that her hips, in fact, do not lie with that every move. I'll do the first jump to shoal.
I was going to go down to the cargo bay and start looking around, checking stuff out, and see if the truck managed to put itself in the clamp we had installed for it, or if it's just been flopping around back here the whole time.
Oh yeah, we gave the truck the ability to go onto the bridge and operate guns if needed. I forgot about that.
Minor detail.
Yeah, it's not important, I guess.
Well, I mean, his operating system's like 90% powered down, so he's not very reliable right now.
That is true. That is true.
He's basically got like basic motor function, and I require maintenance.
He's in a constant maintenance loop. That's how bad he is. We need a programmer. Because in stock. Yep, so I'm gonna do the jump to shoal and then hit the refueling station there.
Okay, yeah, no, no issues. There doesn't seem to be an all points bulletin for you guys just yet. Or if it is, nobody at Zero Station seems to care.
Have you seen how cute Anme is? Would you want to turn her in? I don't think so. Okay, get some more fuel there and then do the final jump to Prime.
Okay. So you get some fuel, enter the management space, you spike again, no issues there, and you are in, like you said, in an asteroid field in the Prime system. There is, you can see a buoy off in the distance, a light flashing from it and a yellow dwarf sun, and it's just a huge asteroid field where the planet of Mechanus existed at one time but was destroyed. What is your plan next? Where do you plan to go? I mean,
well, for now, stay in the Prime system until we get news of work, because it's kind of tough to afford flying this thing around.
right.
And
Yeah.
sitting here for a good 4 or 5 days would probably be good for all of our health too.
I'm gonna go ahead and tell Corval, okay, Corval, hide us somewhere in the asteroid system. And get up from the pilot seat and go, I'll be in my quarters if you need anything.
Yeah.
And you see
I've
Anme
got
physically
this.
shaking as she walks away.
Corval's going to try to kind of giving her a quizzical look, but not the type to pry. He will take the reins and move the ship down towards to try to see if he can find like a large asteroid that appears. He's looking for something that appears to be fairly stable that he can dock the ship onto. So like a one that isn't moving too much, isn't spinning a whole lot. So yeah, he would find one and land on it and dock the ship. It just kind of power down. And then I suppose after that you use the kind of the net, get more familiar with the navigation system to see what else I might be out here, if there's like any distress signals or planetary bodies that aren't listed on the major charts that we can see or that we can sense.
Yeah, this is it. There is nothing else out here. There seems to be no other ships, no other anything.
Well, this is truly a shithole. Literally nothing to do. But they won't find us.
Well, there's a bit of a mess down in the engine room if you need something to do. I did a quick patch job on that leaky fuel line, but it could probably do with some actual maintenance.
Maintenance. Well, let's get to it.
You're gonna hear when Anme's door closes, there is a scream, and then you hear the sound of crying and the sound of something being punched again repeatedly.
Should we do anything about that?
You hear the punching loud against something metal.
I don't even know what that's about.
Well, should at least check in.
Yeah, let's take care of the fuel leak for good first, and then maybe if she's not calmed down a bit, we can risk our lives trying to make her feel better or something.
Loud crunching sound.
Very well.
I don't think we want to go in there right now.
So go look at the fuel leak. And And Corval will bring his toolkit and see if there's a way that he could patch it to be, or kind of fix it up to be more robust.
Probably have to shut off that fuel line and then start cutting through all that purple foam sealant.
Yeah, you're able to patch that up. And you guys hang out here for about 30 days.
Oh, wow.
Well, I'm surprised we had that much food.
Well, it was fully
Unless
stocked the ship before we left.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
6
thought
months of
there-
supplies.
Gotcha. Cosmic Lumbus.
That ought to about put everybody's HP back up to full.
Yeah, it should. So is
Unless
there
somebody
anything
has,
in that 30-day time period your characters would do?
Well, if anyone went to check on Anime, they'd notice that the knuckles of her gloves had been broken, and her hands were just covered in blood. And there's also a nice dent in her wall.
yeah, we were gonna come check on you once you stop pounding everything. We just wanted to make sure you weren't gonna hit us too, or at least that's what I was thinking.
Everything's fine. Thank you.
And clearly,
Every-
everything is not fine.
What is bothering you, Anime? You can tell Cole Corval.
Oh, nothing. Everything's. And you see her starting to cry a bit. Oh no, everything's fine. Just lost everything. I'm now a wanted woman. I'm now being chased by people who want me dead. I've got tentacle monsters after me. You guys had zombies. No, but everything's fine. Why do you ask?
I see you redecorated your room.
I don't think the red really works with it.
Look
Left
around
room
and
with it.
like all the walls have dents in them. How's the furniture in here looking?
It's okay for the most part.
Bed's
One of the
not
metal
like,
chairs was obviously lifted up and slammed against a wall a few times.
like your bed's not in splinters or anything like that. There.
No, the bed's okay. There's most of the problem is just blood splattered everywhere. That's fine.
Look, we're gonna be here, assuming this is day one.
Yeah.
No,
We're gonna
I've been
be
having
here.
this fit for like 5 days now.
Oh, okay. So,
No, this is
day 6.
We're gonna be here a while, and there's a lot that's happened. But you need to give yourself time to accept what is and grieve what is not.
Time. Listen, Carlton's missing still. F-350 hasn't left maintenance mode. We're all wanted, or at least I am. Everything is an absolute disaster, and we still have to deal with that stupid planet in the grist system. Meanwhile, we got some rose chick who can light me on fire out there, like, oh, you better save the people or I'm going to be really pissed off. No, everything is not fine. Meanwhile, we have a ship that requires 10 people to crew it, and there's 3 of us doing maintenance on the entire thing, doing repairs, keeping it running, 24-hour watch on the piloting the damn thing. Things are not fine. Plus, we're broke.
We'll just go round up some servants.
Where? Where are we going to round up servants here?
I don't know. There's got to be a planet near here somewhere. Like not in
There
this,
isn't.
not in this system, but in one of the systems nearby. There's got to be something.
Yeah, so when we go there, we'll find them and we'll promise them what? Hey, work for us. We give free blowjobs and ice cream.
No.
I never got one. Where was my sign-on bonus? I feel like I joined at the wrong time.
We told Carlton to take care of you.
Yeah, we told Carlton to take care of him. Did Carlton confuse that again? Damn it. No, but
We're in
things
a,
are absolute shit right now.
we're in a rough spot. But you know what? If you are lucky to live as long as I have, a long and glorious life, you will have experienced many rough spots.
Oh, good.
Maybe
And each one will feel worse than the last.
maybe some of the
But-
debris from this crappy planet that got blown up is actually worth something, and we can haul it in and sell it.
Fine. Whichever one of you wants to do it, do a scan of the debris and see if there's anything worth taking. I'll be in here if you need me. I'm going to shut the door. She's not having a good day.
She's hit menopause already.
She is 19.
She is just going through a lot right now. And she hasn't yet learned that this is just how it goes. And you either deal with it or you die.
Give me a week and I'll be okay.
It'll be fine. Let's just go see if we can find any bits of metal that might be worth something floating around out here.
I'm going to
Okay.
go to my bed
Alright.
and cry myself to sleep.
Corval, do you know how to operate the scanner on this thing?
Oh, are you sure? You betcha I do.
All right, I'll show you everything I know about it. Come on, it's on the bridge.
We'll start scanning the surrounding asteroids to see what sort of materials we can harvest from them.
Roll for platinum.
Is there a page that harvesting is on?
Pay for palladium. Space harvesting is connected to mobile extractor, automated mining and refinery equipment that has been built in the ship, allowing it to extract resources from asteroids and planetary surfaces. Careful extraction of specific loads of valuable materials can be quite profitable at the DM's discretion, but if the crew is simply melting down available asteroids for minerals, they can refine 1 ton of usable minerals per day with about 500 credits in most markets. These raw materials can be fed into a mobile factory to help fix the ship if needed.
What page is that?
99. Space mining and refinery fittings. We don't have the factory, but we do have the extractor. So depending on how valuable the stuff here is.
Well, I mean, we're going to be here for 30 days, so if we can start melting down asteroids on the first day, that's a decent little chip at our needs.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess that's what it sounds like we are going to start a mining company in our 30 days in this asteroid belt.
Yeah. Once Anne finally calms down, she'll come out and help. She's not doing well at the moment.
Are you gonna look into the Order of the Dead Light?
Do we have like signal or like communications out here? Or are we?
Yeah,
remote
there's a
enough
buoy
that-
out here,
yeah.
so yeah, you can technically.
Here's a question we should all ask ourselves. Can our signal be traced through the buoy?
Probably, yeah.
Yes, but will us querying for information tell them that it's us doing it, or will they just know that something is out here?
That's the question we need to answer. If someone knows that we're looking for information on the Order of the Dead Light, and the Order of the Dead Light gets a hand on the fact that someone's searching for it, is there a chance that they would come investigate who would dare ask questions about them?
Yeah, maybe we should put that off till we're ready to leave.
Yeah.
That way, when they warp out here or jump out here to find out what's going on, we're already gone.
That sounds about right.
That'd probably be.
I'd hate to have this quality of mining time interrupted by an unwelcome visitor.
Indeed.
Speaking of which, I'm going to go down and start setting up an organized system to deposit all this ore into. That way we have it all sorted and ready to sell by mineral type and whatnot. And I'll get us some labels printed out and stuff, you know, that way it'll be easy for us to figure out how much of what we got.
That'd be a good idea. Thank you, Ide.
Yep.
Corvold, see what the scanner picks up that you think would be the most valuable. I'll take the mining ship out and collect it.
There's a mining
Right.
ship?
The mobile extractor.
Okay.
Automated mining and refinery equipment. So we just send out a little limpets to do the stuff, to collect it and bring it back in.
All right.
It's like an escape pod with a drill on it.
No, you just pilot from inside the ship. It's easy. It's automated.
Ah,
And probably mining breaching charges and stuff.
no drill. Oh,
Corval's gonna be searching for things, and that'll be the what he'll be doing for the next 30 days, is searching for what things they're going to turn into slag and mush.
Let me see how fast we can collect resources.
looks like as far as just melting down available asteroids, it's pretty clearly written right there in the rules.
Yeah, can refine one usable material worth about 500 credits a day. 1 ton of usable, so we can do 1 ton a day. So we can do 30 tons.
Yep.
And our cargo space, each cargo is worth 200 tons, and we have 6 of them, so we have plenty of space.
What else did we have on this ship? Just out of curiosity, didn't we have a workshop or something like that?
We have a armory, a cargo lighter, so we can go down to planets. Cargo space 6, which is 1,200 tons of space.
Yep.
A drive 3 upgrade, which in this game, Peter says a drive 2 is equivalent to a drive 3. Mobile extractor, a sensor mask, a smuggler's hold, a vehicle transport fitting, a workshop, and the plasma beam gun.
Is there anything we can do in the workshop with the material to kind of increase its value, since we're going to be out here so long and there's 3 of us?
The workshop, onboard workshop, tech level forces abilities aren't strictly needed. A frigate-sized workshop is sufficient for modding any personal gear. A cruiser's side can do any vehicle mods and starship maintenance, and a capital ship workshop can build. We can actually repair the damage to our ship,
Okay.
which did take 6 damage, and that's going to require 1 ton of materials per damage, so that will be 6 tons of materials.
And then we would have 24 left to sell.
Yes. And if wanted to, we can also mod F350. Sadly, we can't mod the mech suit because we lost it on the planet. I couldn't take it with me.
That's what the real fit was about.
Anti-mech fit.
Everything she told us was a lie. It was all about losing the mech suit.
It was so useful. It saved lives, like thick thighs.
Back on the path to building another.
Yep, that's what we're using the materials for, fuckers. Assemble! If Corvold wants, we can do upgrades to our equipment, we can do upgrades to personal gear, we can do upgrades to the vehicles as fit. I think Corvold will be in charge of that stuff. He's the most technically inclined.
Yeah, my deal is like putting band-aids on shit so it doesn't fall apart.
Yeah, he can do that. I forgot because he's got a fixed skill of 1.
Yep.
What page is that on? Do you know offhand?
Modding stuff is on page, I want to say 87. It's right before the ships. 91.
My gear's all telekinetic, so you can't really mod it.
Yes, modding and building equipment. A customized mods takes a fixed 1, so I can do customized mods. A flexible mod takes a fixed 2.
The problem is we need the credits for this stuff as well.
Yeah, that's going to be hard when we're broke.
Yeah. But once we sell the materials and get a crew and start doing jobs, it'll help.
There's only a handful, like there's only 3 mods that Corvold out of the sample mods that he could install. Unless there is a alternate, like a more comprehensive list.
Well, these are sample mods. You can make other things that aren't on the mod list if they're simple enough things, like for example, getting F350 and putting nitrous in him would be simple to do. That'll probably be a fixed one. And that'd be the equivalent of a speed boost mod for a spaceship, most likely. Because ships can be modded too. The equivalent of the emergency thrust boost, but just for F350, for example. See, this is why we have IDE for all the administrative stuff that has to happen in this game.
It looks like, if I'm reading this right, you can build some basic equipment in the workshop as well.
Yes. Yes.
So we
Yes,
could take some of the ore and try to turn it into like gladii.
No, I think he'd have to check the armory first because he has no idea how many gladii I had installed with the armory.
Yeah, but those are for us. I'm trying to figure out what we can do to sell this ore and make the most money.
Oh, yeah, we don't have a refinery, and that's going to greatly reduce what we can actually, the mobile factory thing.
True, we can't just turn chunks of ore into weapons.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Sounds like really all we're gonna do is do a little bit of mining and then patch up the ship a bit, continue mining, and then look up the information we need to look up, and then jump the hell out of here at the last minute.
Yeah, once
Yeah.
we hear from them.
It's probably a good place to stop as you guys are doing that. And we'll pick it up as you guys are finish mining whatever you're supposed to mine, and however you're gonna cash in the ore that you get, and whatever message you're gonna send.
Yep, looking for information on the Dying Light.